And then my neighbor's best friend got diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome, and she called me. She said, "Can you help my friend? He's just got CFS." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess so. Like, tell him to come in and see me." So he came into my office and we sat down, and I could kind of see that he was really struggling. He was a runner, and then he couldn't run. He could barely, live. And he came to see me, and I said, "Well, how about we see each other once a week? I'll write you up a program and we'll just work together, and I'll help you." 12 weeks later, he was back jogging again. And he hadn't been able to do that for a long, long time. And then within 6 months, he was back running full time again and just feeling great. And that was, for me, amazing, because it showed me that, wow, like, it's not just me that can do it, but anyone. It worked for him too. It was crazy, but a lot of the stuff we worked with him was mindset. For the first 6 weeks, he was so angry with his life that he needed to accept where he was, and he wasn't going to get better until he did. And so for the first 6 weeks, we literally sat down in my office and worked on his mindset. We went through a whole framework of letting go of the anger and the frustration, the upsetness, to fully accept where he was, so he could start moving and doing what he could do right now, and then build into where he wanted to go. And again, phenomenal person, Ash Humphreys. If you're out there listening, you put in the work, and it was so cool to see you get better. And then another young lady, her mother called me, and she was a director of one of the biggest hospitals in Melbourne. And she called me, she said, "You're my last hope." She said, "I've read your website, I've tried everything. Someone told me that you've helped another guy with this. We need your help. And we're looking for practical tools. We're looking for, guidance around day-to-day things." And I said, "Yeah, sure." And again, Beck Pierce, her daughter, who's amazing, who's fully recovered, is an ambulance worker. So she's saving people's lives for a living. She did the program too. And within a couple of months, she was improving. Within 6 months, she improved a hell of a lot. And then within a year and a half, she was fully living again, back into studying, relationships, life, working out, and feeling totally fine. And within a year and a half, 2 years, I saw literally hundreds and hundreds of patients. And it was so cool. We had a file cabinet with like all my clients' folders, and we tracked their progress. And I was like, man, like, I can't keep up. Like, I literally am booked out. I'm doing so much myself, and I want to be able to help more people. And luckily enough, I had a friend at the time who was doing online programs way before online was a thing. And I called him and I said, "Do you think you could help me set up the world's first online recovery program for people with chronic fatigue syndrome?" I had an apartment at the time, and I remortgaged that to fund this online recovery program. And it's funny because it was really risky. I didn't know if it was going to work. This hadn't been done before. But I was so passionate about making sure that no one else had to suffer like I did alone, that I didn't care if it didn't work. If it helped one person, I lost that money, then it would have been worth it. Because ultimately, that's what matters. I hired a cameraman, Charlie Ford, and we launched the program in October 2013. And after that, we've had thousands of people join it over the years from 53 countries. But I got to the point 2 years ago where the program wasn't enough. And I realized personally in my own life that we need accountability. And just simply purchasing a program, especially now there's so much information online, it's so easy to get lost and to it's easy to buy something and then not look at it. So 2 years ago, I made the decision to stop the entire old program completely. And we basically started a whole brand new program. We call it the Mentorship Recovery Program. And what I did is, rather than just have a do-it-yourself course, which is so hard to do when you're not feeling great at the best of times, to done with you program. So we have the online recovery program content, which is unbelievable and in itself is just amazing. It's like the Netflix of recovery, I call it. And then on the other side, we have coaching and mentoring and group guidance. And the two help get results, and is what makes our program stand above anything else in the world, because we have community, we have connection, we have coaching, and those three combinations and accountability basically help you reach your dreams and your results.